Today I'll be reacting to the top 5 Star Wars games according to Metacritic. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell to never miss out on anything Uplink. Welcome to Uplink. Now, I'm going to react to the top 5 Star Wars games according to Metacritic. This is going to be interesting. I laid out my top 5 favorite Star Wars games. Let's see how these line up with Metacritic and the score that people have given Metacritic, starting off with the number 5 top Star Wars game. And it's Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 2: The Sith Lords with an 86 on Metacritic. Its description is, set 5 years after the original KOTOR, the next chapter in BioWare's RPG series tells the story of an exiled Jedi Knight at a time when the Order faces annihilation. New powers, faster combat, and new environments, such as Korriban, ancient Sith Lord burial ground, makes this trip to the KOTOR-ville more than just the Old Republic retread. And that's from Stuff Magazine. This is pretty interesting. I think it stands up. KOTOR 2, I think, especially the Sith Lord's part, it works so well. I agree, and I think it lives up to the 86 on Metacritic. What I don't think lives up to the 88 on Metacritic, which is the 88 on Metacritic. I don't think it lives up. This Angry Birds Star Wars is an 88 on Metacritic. And it's described as Rovio's popular Angry Birds series gets a Star Wars makeover in this widely downloaded mobile hit, tasking you with flinging its eponymous Jedi birds at a cadre of evil Imperial pigs. And then from IGN's Justin Davis, although it doesn't stray too far from its pick-up-and-play roots, at its best, the game contains real challenge and surprisingly clever twists. I remember playing this, and while I did play it and I did enjoy it, 88 is kind of high for an Angry Birds Star Wars game. I think my my viewpoint on this is gonna get roasted online, but I don't know. I mean, it's great. Is it almost 90 on Metacritic? Great. I don't know. Let me know. Number 89, and I think this one stands up. The next one has an 89 on Metacritic. It's Star Wars Jedi Knight 2: Jedi Outcast. Those names are horrible. Terrible name. Super complicated. But it is described as, in this well-received sequel set 8 years after the Return of the Jedi, you once again control Kyle Katarn through your choice of first and third person perspective battles on his quest to defeat the Dark Jedi Dessen. According to Amir Ajami of GameSpot, Star Wars Jedi Knight 2 contains some of the best combat sequences since Half-Life, the most distinctive control mechanics since Max Payne, and the most involving plot in a Star Wars game since Jedi Knight. I love this game. I've played through it pretty recently after years of not playing it, and so it was basically like I was playing it again because I didn't remember anything about it. It's great. I love the sound effects. I love the voice acting in this game. And the controls are super janky. Like all of the games around this time frame, super janky compared to current games. But I think it lives up to the hype, and I don't think enough people talk about how great the game is. Once you get used to the controls, it's fantastic. The story it tells and the characters it introduces into Star Wars are fantastic. I would love to see a remake of this game. I think it would go over very well. Or not even remake, because remakes are pretty overplayed. You can go back and play the OG ones, because I think it still stands up. I would love to see a sequel, or I'd love to see a reimagination of these characters or a game in this type of genre. Next game, Star Wars Rogue Leader Rogue Squadron 2. I personally prefer the third game in the franchise, but I see where they're coming from. It's described as the second of 3 games of the Rogue Squadron series. This flight action game lets you control a range of Star Wars craft over 10 levels, including an X-Wing, a Snowspeeder, and the Millennium Falcon. Nintendo World Report hails the GameCube title as a visual and oral masterpiece. GameSpot, meanwhile, calls it a jaw-droppingly gorgeous game. It stands up. It holds its own. I think it's pretty good. I already said what I said about Rogue Squadron, so the next one with a 91 on Metacritic. Star Wars Jedi Knight Dark Forces 2. This first-person shooter puts you in the shoes of Kyle Katarn, a mercenary on a journey to confront his father's murderers and a collective of dark Jedi. GameSpot says the designers have done a commendable job of creating an immersive environment and have come up with what is arguably the best single-player first-person shooter since Doom. Again, Star Wars Jedi Knight, great game. Visually pretty rough, pretty dated, but I think it holds up pretty well. This is surprising. The next game with a 94. Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic, the first one. I personally think that the second one is the better game. I think the controls in the second one are better, and the story that it tells in the second one are better. I think it's just a refined version of KOTOR. But according to Metacritic, Knights of the Old Republic is the better game, which is super surprising to me. Set 4,000 years before the formation of the Empire, as a Jedi, you begin, but your decisions decide what side of the Force you will align with. And that was groundbreaking. I remember at the time people were like, oh my gosh, I get to choose whether I'm a Jedi or if I'm a Sith. And I think that's what really made the game so great. And then KOTOR 2 really hammered down on that point and got you even further into the mix and really developed the story of that. But starting off, KOTOR did a great job and really set BioWare down the path that it's on. Even though stuff like Anthem really struggled. I hope BioWare makes it out of there and starts putting together some great experiences again. An Electronic Gaming Monthly held the game as being like the movie we all hoped Episode 1 would be. Enthralling plot, marvelous visuals, and voice acting, deep immersion in the galaxy's many worlds, with all that noble Jedi malarkey lightened up by old school Episode 4 style humor. I mostly align with the decisions. Some of them I question, like Angry Birds Star Wars. Does that really deserve to be an 88? But hey, that's what Metacritic is. It's about all of everyone's decisions and opinions on a game condensed together and given one score. Let me know what your thoughts are on the top 5 highest rated Star Wars games on Metacritic.